everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Now underway for this woman, Sherry Walker. She's facing 7 felony charges. Last August, Muskogee police responded to a call about an 11-year-old who had given birth in a home. It was later determined Sherry Walker's husband, this man, had impregnated the girl. Both Sherry and her husband, Dustin, were arrested. Dustin Walker was recently sentenced to life in prison for his crimes. A jury will now decide on Sherry Walker's fate on charges of child neglect and enabling child abuse.
The Muskogee County District Court sentenced Dustin Walker to life in prison for felony sexual abuse with a child under the age of 12 for fathering a child with his 11-year-old stepdaughter. Walker faced 7 total charges, that 1 count of felony sexual abuse and 6 counts of felony child neglect with 6 children living in the home. District Attorney Janet Hudson called 4 witnesses to the stand: the family's pediatrician, the children's DHS caseworker, the 11-year-old's therapist, and the correctional officer who conducted the pre-sentencing investigation. Investigators found the relationship between Walker and his young stepdaughter began when she was 10.
She didn't feel the defendant was taking appropriate accountability and blamed the child and blamed his wife. Her recommendation was the maximum term allowed by law.
Images entered into evidence were described to show the home in deplorable conditions, with no running water or air conditioning, and with feces and urine all over. The doctor called to the stand said the children he's treated were severely neglected. DA Hudson says it's one of, if not the worst case she's ever prosecuted.
It's just very emotional to realize that a child, the age of 10 and 11, was having sex with her stepfather, that she became pregnant and that no one took her to the doctor, and she gave birth at home. When you complicate that with the severe, deplorable, and uninhabitable condition of that home, to know that's where she gave birth, where those children lived, without even the ability to get a drink of water in the middle of the night, it affected everybody in law enforcement.
Walker's attorney, Ben Hilfiger, fought to make sure the judge knew his client is remorseful.
He has apologized and accepted responsibility multiple times. I don't think anybody's prepared when you get a sentence of that length, no matter how many times it's told to you. However, Mr. Walker knew exactly what the possibilities were, and he knew that he was looking at up to 8 life sentences consecutive to each other.
Walker did stand before the court and apologize for his actions and for all of the people that he's hurt. Both the prosecution and the defense tell me they believe that sentencing was fair. The trial for Sherry Walker, the mother of the 11-year-old, is scheduled for July 13th.
Sherry Walker allegedly forced her 11-year-old daughter to give birth to her stepdad's baby, unmedicated. And I'm not sure it's hot enough where she's going, but I'm Jazz Williams. I'm going to tell you what we know. And before I tell you, I do want you to know that this story contains graphic details of rape and child sexual assault. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to scroll. Okay, now I'm going to tell you. So this is Sherry Walker and her husband Dustin. They're from Muskogee, Oklahoma, and a jury is recommending that Sherry spends the rest of her life in prison. That's because she allegedly knew that her husband raped and impregnated her 11-year-old daughter and did nothing to stop it. And if that weren't bad enough, when it was time for that child to give birth, she was forced to do it at home without medication or medical attention. And if that's not bad enough, there were reportedly at least 6 other kids in the house who authorities say were described as severely neglected physically, from lice to dental decay to being underweight, living in filth. I'm talking no running water, no AC, urine, feces everywhere. So these kids were failed, and this story is truly heartbreaking.
Right, crazy situation. I told y'all that was some. Ooh wee, man. Listen, man. Life without, like, there's nothing else to even say about this. Now, it's obvious why they didn't initially report the pregnancy or abuse. The mom is crazy. She was in on it. Also, the girl was 11. So she was 11 at the time of giving birth. We don't know how long to the extent of how long the abuse was happening. I'm sure some of it came out in court. This was just a day ago. And also, like, I mean, it just sounds bad. Like 6 other children. Also, they don't know any other children that have been abused, but I think that may be why he got he had 8 counts, because he may have had other dealings with other kids, or possibly they probably gave him that because of the ongoing abuse, and also getting her pregnant, and also not getting her the care and treatment that she needed to, as a pregnant person. I mean, she wasn't even a woman yet. Like, she's a 11-year-old. So it's a sad story. I brought it up earlier about the story. Like, even if she had a chance, she wouldn't have been able to abort the baby. She wouldn't even have been able to do it, not in the state of Oklahoma. And so, I don't know. I don't know how you could prevent something like this, but even with her being 11 and having getting pregnant, even if it was by forcible like abuse, I think that if the police would have been notified, child services would have been notified in time. And I don't think an 11-year-old can make a decision like that. Not only that, her mom was in on it. So it's like the mom can't even the mom can't even tell the people what they want to do because she was in on it. Like, lock her ass up to life. So it's a sad situation. But if it happened to like a 18, 20-year-old, 16-year-old, maybe even, I think the 16-year-old would have the wherewithal to how she would want to handle this situation. But again, in Oklahoma, you can't do it here, even if it is by raping a woman. So, crazy situation. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.